Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason had another subpar performance, this time against the Colorado Rockies in his home park. But we still managed to pitch 5 innings and, not completely embarrass ourselves. We did allow 9 hits, a walk, and 4 runs, but no homers. We still struck 6 guys out, so it wasn't the end of the world, And tellingly, if you look at our WAR for the season, we have yet to have a negative WAR game. So knock on wood, we're going to keep that rolling. Let's get back out there and see what we can do.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Yeah. Fundamentals of the game. Right. Don't allow walks. Try not to let them get hits. Anybody else see that guy rolling his eyes back there? You know he's heard this lecture before. So what do we got? Cut break might be a thing to do. Still, I hasten to remind people I am still looking for my hits per 9 rating increase because I'm capped on it. And I'm really kind of suffering there. Just about accidentally hit learn 4-seam fastball, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it's just tough because, like I said, I really want to get my other pitches up to a respectable level before I start working on the rest, or before I start worrying about a 5th. And considering I've basically got a 2-seamer and that's about it, I think we need to continue to build up our backup pitches, as it were. Chris Flexen won a game. How'd he do today? He pitched 6 innings. He allowed 3 hits and 4 walks and only 1 run. That's a quality start. Good job, Chris. Knew you had it in you eventually. Okay, so it looks like our next outing is, would you look at that? It's the Subway Series, and we're playing the Mets, the Mets are playing the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. So, just across the town, no big deal. Jason has only played the Yankees 1 time. He got no decision on it. He has a career 3.38 ERA and a .168 WOBA. So he's had some success against them, even though he's allowed, as I recall, that Giancarlo Stanton home run. But, we'll just have to see how he does today. Get out there and let's get it.
Baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. The pitching should be a story in this one. First pitch is coming up. Jordan Montgomery is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
So the Mets walk into the first inning with a 1-run lead, which is great. But I'm facing a guy with a 350 average and a 400 OBP, so this could be a little bit rough. Let's get out there and get it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead.
There we go, Jay.
They've really been doing
That's
that.
what you're going to need against these guys.
Early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Nobody out here, nobody.
So we've had 2 fastballs in a row, and you're calling for low changeup. Okie dokie, let's do it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ooh, that was real close.
Love the execution of that changeup. But hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation.
Maybe if we didn't have
bought himself a
robo-umps,
fastball.
that one would have been a strike, but it's not the world we live in, apparently. Let's switch it up then. Go inside high cutter. And see what he does with it.
They really bunch him up on
swing and
that
a
one.
miss. Have a seat and get comfortable.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name into the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
Malik Smith, the next to hit. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests.
Now, statistically, there's no reason that somebody who has been, quote, seeing the ball well, or any of them other metaphors, will continue to do so in future. But, you know, point remains, he's had a pretty good streak going, and
in this one. Behind the plate is
maybe that it continues going for a while yet.
He's a tough
Guess we'll
guy
find
to figure
out.
out sometimes, D-Roll. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner.
Ooh,
His
there's
zone
a
fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan,
swing
you
at
can
a
see some
ball
definite
way out of the
confusion on
zone.
the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a
okay.
neck-high fastball that time.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Well, that didn't get a swing, so maybe let's try one low, slow, and away and see what he does with it.
And
There we
struck
go.
him
Swing
out.
and a miss.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Yeah, it's just Giancarlo Stanton again. No biggie. I wish I could remember what he went deep on me with last time. But
ball and no strikes.
You want to talk about setting a tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
well, I don't know that I have the confidence I'm going to strike out the side against the Yankees. But I'm sure going to try.
Now
Ooh,
that ball's hit well
yoked.
deep down the left field line.
Yoked
headed
but
toward
foul.
The foul pole. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Okay, so my boy Kevin Plawecki behind the plate today wants a curveball, low inside corner. I'll go ahead and give it to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
On it.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Yeah, no kidding. That was gift wrapped. Gift wrapped, I tell you.
The 1-2.
Did he go?
Tried to hold
No,
up
he
there.
did
Appeal
not.
down to
Dang.
first and no swing. It's ball 2.
Well, good for you, I
Bases are
suppose.
empty here with 2 men out.
Guess we'll go cutter outside, perhaps. See what he does with it.
Sent out to straightaway center field.
Can of corn way out there to center field, and Adam Eaton
Is
gets
there,
me
and
out
he'll
of it.
make the catch to
Not
retire the side.
bad. Good
So
start.
the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's big Aaron Judge. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
And here he is, the man on the cover of the game, Mr. Aaron Judge. And oddly enough, we didn't face him last time, so he has yet to have a chance against Jason so far, so let's see what he can do.
First offering on its way.
Ooh,
Breaking
right
ball
there,
taken
Jay.
at the
More of
knees
that,
for strike
please.
one.
You want to live on that bottom edge of the strike zone all day? I would be real happy with that.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
All right, one time, right here.
Another curveball, you say? I guess I'll give it a try.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up.
That was kind of an inspired call, and he almost went with it. So, yeah.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Here's a high
Ooh,
pop-up.
can of corn straight up to Cesar Hernandez for all your pop-up fielding needs.
Here's
Don't
the defensive
contact.
alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's
hell.
focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former
Tip of
Gold
my
Glove
tongue.
third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody
Padres
is
guys
his
knows what I'm
ability to
talking
come
about.
in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on
I don't know
its
that I
way.
like this.
Now this is
Got the
chopped
job
foul
done, I
with home
guess, but-
plate. It's 0-1.
A little bit uncomfortable.
We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on.
High inside fastball.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
If he can make the swing of that distance on a ball in that spot, then that's just kind of scary. I hate the Yankees.
Where's that one here?
Not necessarily because there's anything wrong with the club
1-2 to the
or its
Yankees
players. It's just
catcher.
they got so much money. They've got so much history. It's like you can always count on them to do well. They may not win the World Series every year, but like frick. Not for nothing do I talk about
1-2.
pinstripes money.
Nasty breaking ball
Ooh,
swung
got
on
you
in
swinging
the
on
third.
that one, and I don't know
Makes
how.
the throw to first, 2 down. So digging in now, Chris Taylor. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score.
Hey, now we got two.
First offering on its way.
Nope,
Now a
that's
fastball.
Okay,
a bit
Jay,
too
come on.
low here. It's ball one. Parham is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two,
Oh,
getting
Blue.
outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys
Don't make
that
me
do it
come
better
back
than
there.
this
We're
guy.
going to have
Not
words,
a lot
sir.
of
I don't
pitches.
care
One of the
if I
things
get
like,
ejected.
He's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
The 2-0 on
You'll
the
have
way.
to forgive me if I'm a little hoarse today. I went to a
In
minor
the
league
dirt,
baseball
it's
game
3-0
last night
now.
and kind
Now
of yelled
with the
myself
bases
hoarse.
empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
I don't want to walk him if I can avoid it.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked in.
I mean, I
and
guess
they
I
got
could have
themselves
avoided
a
it
two-out
with
base
judicious
runner.
use of Showtime, but like I didn't feel it was worth it. So
Here's Justin Smoke now. Couple
Walked
of hits
him.
for him in
It's a
4
shame,
trips
but
to the
what are
plate
we gonna
last
do?
night. He's set and the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation.
Come on, Jay. Let's go.
Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you. And keep
There you
the line
go.
moving.
That one got over.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
All we want is a ground ball. I mean, I'll take a strikeout, but ground ball, pop up, anything.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball
Oh, Jay.
down below the knees.
Come on, dude.
Taylor is off at first with 2
Don't
away.
do this to me.
Hey, 2 outs. Plays it 1.
There you
And
go.
it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
So I'm going to go Showtime now. Got a low inside changeup. See if I can get him swinging on it.
Popped him up.
Yes, I
Coming in is
can.
Nimmo. He can't get
And
there,
it just
so the
fell
inning will
fair.
continue.
What a
So now they'll have runners on
What
the
a
corners
crock.
with 2 away.
Hey, they're not all beautiful. And they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
I am very dissatisfied with that.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in as he will
Oh,
take
Jay
strike
Hay,
1 on the fastball
Josh Harrison
here.
off
No
the
balls and a
Pirates.
strike. Harrison, often known as Jay Hay around the game. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations.
Oh,
to be
Jay,
honest
Jay,
with you. I know
Jason.
He wants to turn it up a little bit,
My
though,
boy.
as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
It's basically a home game for you, granted,
Bouncer
but
to the
like,
left side. Chikili
put
brings
some
it
work
in.
in.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing.
for reasons I'm not adequately able to define, Eugenio
Welcome back to
Suarez is
Major League Baseball
DHing
on
today,
MLB
and
Network
Gavin
as we're set
Cecchini
for
is
the top
shortstop.
half
I'm
of
not
the
sure
third
why they
from
don't
the
have it the other way
Bronx.
around.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Andujar. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Well, either way, we made it out of the first and the second without allowing a run, which is great.
Ready
We've
to
even
deliver.
got a
Here's the
fairly
first
reasonable
pitch.
pitch count so far.
Change up that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, we got nobody, no one down here.
Behind 0-2
There's a
now.
little pop-up foul. Oh, I don't like this one. Maybe a bit unfairly, but it didn't look like it was going to do much for me. Come on, outside cutter. Well, that was not outside enough, Jay. Come on. All right, well, you've gone 0-2 swinging at pretty much everything, so let's give you one in the dirt.
The 0-2 once more is taken for ball
Okay.
1.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little
if you got
disappointing
discipline
as a
to take
pitcher.
that
So
one.
You think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 1-2 is
Ooh,
laid
watch
off
your
for
armpit.
ball 2.
Okay, well, two-seamer running onto the plate. I guess we could try that.
You bang it, kid. Here you go. Come on, Yankees.
I don't like it necessarily, but
Fouled away.
ooh, this guy just does not. I mean,
He's just
got
having a hard
okay
time putting this guy
vision.
away.
He's
4
just
foul
not putting the
balls
bat
in
on the
SAB.
ball.
I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The 2-2
I mean,
one more
Jason,
time. Swinging a soft liner.
shoot.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, we all know Jason's not an elite strikeout pitcher, so
Hey,
not
sometimes
worth it
that's
to
how a
expect
rally gets
him
started right
to
there.
get
I know
that
it's a
swing and
soft
miss every
liner,
time,
but leadoff man
but-
on usually poses problems.
The shortstop,
Digging in,
what are we going to do
Horace
now?
Simone. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is hit the other way out
That
toward
one's
left
not too
field.
bad.
Waiting on it is
Minor
Nimmo,
straight over to
and
Brandon
he hauls
Nimmo
it
at
in
left
for the
field.
first out of the inning. Into the box now, Malik Smith. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming, here it is. Good changeup that
come on,
time, but
Jay.
he wouldn't bite on it.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here,
right
because very
past
rarely are you
Kyle
going to get
Seager at
this guy to
third.
ground into a double play.
That's a shame.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
That one was right at like his knees, so good on him for getting to that one, I suppose. Yeah, that wasn't even in the zone, so.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
And now we've got Giancarlo Stanton on the plate. What fun.
Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton.
There we go.
He'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
There's a swing and a miss.
And he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He can get them. Jason
In a
can get
double play
them. It's just a
situation,
question of when
that's
and
the
how.
location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Well, he was early on that one, so I'm going to go ahead and give him another one.
Hey, one time, right now. Hey, we got one
And if you can
Hoping
get a
to
home
send
run
him
off that,
packing.
then more
Pitch on
power
its
to
way.
him. Oh, my goodness.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that.
Oh, man,
Maybe
right
it fooled him.
on
We won't ever
the
know, but
black.
it worked out.
My goodness. I mean, to a certain extent, I got to tip my cap on that one because that was about as close as it could have got.
Oh, and
There's
this
a
is
swing and a
on
miss, though.
4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Not bad.
Made pretty quick work of
Not
him right there,
bad
setting
at
him
all.
down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
But my celebration is short-lived because here comes Aaron Judge.
Hey, 2 down.
Unfortunately, I've
Into the
already
box,
earned the
Aaron
achievement,
Judge.
but
As the
there is an
first pitch
achievement to be
misses
gotten
him, it's ball 1.
to
0 for
allow a
1
home
for
run
him
off
here
of
in
Aaron
this one.
Judge. So that happens, you
Now a
won't see me
circle
get it
change, but
again.
he takes it low, ball 2. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of
That is such a
2013.
dumb nickname.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself
Come on,
into an
Jay. There you
absolute
go.
superstar.
That's the one I want to
2-1
see.
now. Andujar on second. Smith at first. 2 out in the inning.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
So I'm giving you fastball, cutter, changeup. You want curveball? I don't think so.
Drive that pitch.
I don't think I like that.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is.
Ooh,
Shin high
wow.
fastball that time. Ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now.
Man.
He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and counted.
All right, well, I'm not going to screw around with this one. Showtime. Inside low curveball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
High outside cutter. Well,
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
I'm a little worried he's going to get extension on this one, but I guess I'll try it.
And he fouls this one off.
Here we go. Foul off. So what's next is a changeup, I think.
Payoff pitch one more time.
Oh, and I
this
walked
misses
him.
for ball 4. The
What
second
a
walk
mess.
he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Trying to hang a 0.
Well,
Here's
all
the
things
pitch.
considered, I'd rather have a
Looks at
walk
curveball
than a
over the
3-run
inside
homer.
corner.
Problem
Getting that
is,
first pitch
at this
strike is
point,
really
now I
important
have
when you're
another
dealing
good
with the
hitter on
bases
base in
loaded
Gary
behind you.
Sanchez,
Good
or
job
another
to
good
give
hitter at the
himself the
plate in
advantage
Gary
there.
Sanchez. And now I've got the bases loaded, and I got the potential to give up a grand slam, so hopefully we can avoid this. But it has been a while since Jay's given up a home run, so if it's going to happen, this seems like the time.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch.
All
Threw it
right,
past
Jay,
him, a
way to
swing and a miss at the
go.
gas, and that ends the inning.
Tightrope walk out of
Yankees
danger.
leave 'em loaded.
Man.
They still trail 1-0.
Ice water. I'm telling you, ice water in the veins.
Digging in, Chris Taylor. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Chris Taylor.
Problem is,
First pitch
we are
on its
using
way.
a lot of pitches to get through these
And that one
innings,
stayed too
so
low, apparently.
we may not have too long of an outing here, even if we do pitch well through the 5th or 6th.
See it up. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Ooh,
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Come on, guys.
The 1-1.
There's a swing and a miss. All
He chased
right.
it for strike 2.
keep him guessing. And he was early on that one, too, so another changeup seems like just a ticket.
Hit hard to short.
Not too bad. Gavin Cecchini
Throw
still holding my
just
breath a
does
little
beat it
bit
to
when
the
he
bag,
makes
as
those
that
kinds
was
of
pretty
throws,
close.
but he's doing good. We're cool again. We're cool again.
Now at the plate, Justin Smoke. He reached on a single in his first try.
Justin. Oh.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Justin Smoke, of course, is off the Blue Jays, and I
This
believe
guy's
he's another one
cruising
of the
along,
players that
pitching
Jason
well
has
as we
faced
enter the
before
middle
on
innings of
another
this one.
team.
Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
They haven't played
Bouncer
perfectly
over
as it's hit
to
on the
Cesar
ground.
Hernandez.
Hernandez on the grass.
Eric
And there
Hosmer.
are two
That's the
away
name
now.
I was looking for. Don't contact Eric Hosmer for all your pop-up needs. Contact Cesar Hernandez.
So coming to the plate, Josh Harrison.
Now batting. Second baseman. John Harrison.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Another close call. If I had more of these calls going my way,
2 outs here.
then it would be a very different story right now. Or maybe not too different, but like,
2-0.
Well, that
We'd be
two-seam
short a
fastball
couple
ran
walks and a
little
hit,
too
probably.
much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
yeah, it wasn't too bad, Matt. You're just imagining things. I'm going to continue to tell you, you're just imagining things.
Here you go.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a ball high and inside.
Time for him to attack
Okay,
on the
Jay.
mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
I hate
And he's
being
taking
on the
here and
attack,
looks at
though.
strike 2 right
This
down
is
the middle.
always when Jason gives up the worst dingers. All right, I'm going to give you a changeup now because I'm totally unimaginative.
Hey, come on now.
Low inside changeup.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire
Get
the
thee
side.
gone.
So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making.
All right, we got another
They
run.
don't need to change
So,
their entire
awesome.
approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Andujar playing here in his age 26 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
The windup and the 0-1. In the air, out to right. After it is Souza.
Steven Souza Jr.
There and records the first out.
Not too bad.
Settling in now, Horace Simon. He flew out in his last at bat.
Horace Simon.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball
Oh,
here as we'll take a
Blue.
look at ball
What
1.
in the world?
1-0.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Hey, we got one.
I swear.
Hey, have a rip at
All
it.
that money I give to the umpires charitable association, and I get no help.
Hey, see it and rip it up there.
It's what you get when you replace your umpires' brains partly with computers
Ball 2.
to create a gestalt intelligence consisting of all the umpires connected together in real time.
Now the 2-0.
Fact of the matter is, baseball is a game in which
3
human
and
error
now.
is
Malik Smith will be next.
an important part of the game.
Takes
There
a
we
good
go, Jay.
curveball at the knees.
Don't embarrass yourself here.
Come on, big guy, see it. Drive it right here.
Down the first baseline, but this
Okay,
will wind
that's
up
fine.
foul as
That's
he
fine.
runs the count
We're
full
fine.
down. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Hey, drive
So you
it
want to
in.
cut her on the outside, huh? OBKB.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
Hit on the ground is short.
There we go. Gavin Cecchini.
And there's out number 2.
Not too shabby. We are at 80 pitches through 4 2/3. This is not Jason's most efficient game ever.
Standing in, Malik Smith.
These guys are
He
just
steps
chewing
in off a
pitches.
base hit in his last at bat.
Seems like everything goes to 3-2.
First pitch
With at
on
least a
its way.
couple foul balls.
Good breaking ball
There
that
we
time in for a
go.
strike.
Well, he's done a
Man,
great
that's a
job
strike,
on the
but the
hill
other one
throughout
wasn't
this
a
game,
strike.
and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Round down the first baseline.
Oh, nuts.
And that finds
Okay,
its
well,
way
that's
through
Malik
for a
Smith.
base hit.
Yeah, Malik Smith on base.
So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall, this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League.
Now, don't I feel embarrassed for having said all that stuff, hyping up the offense?
Runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And
I mean, look at this guy, though. 22 home runs, and it's like June. June just started. So,
First delivery to him on the way.
oh,
And he takes ball 1.
Blue.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
There's a swing and a miss. That was fast, too.
Now.
That was surprisingly early. I don't know what he was swinging at or why.
Here we go, right now, fellas. Runner,
And there he goes.
Here we go.
Towards second. That's a strike to throw down.
Well,
be far
that
too
takes
late.
the
That's a
force
stolen
out to
base.
second out of play, but that's
so they
okay.
still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now.
Well, I'm not expecting to be out here too much longer, so I might as well use a little showtime. Inside curveball. And if the ump doesn't screw me, we are out of this
So
inning.
no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Mets out in front, 2-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. Set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Circle change there, called strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Into the windup.
You
Here
can
comes
sometimes
the
get away
0-1.
with those 0-0
change-ups
and breaking balls, but sometimes if you put them straight in the
right
middle,
here. This is their
they'll
best
get
hitter.
mashed.
He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential
and
big
another
inning start.
pop-up for Aaron Judge. What a shame.
Seager will back up and
Cal
put
Seager
this one away
gets it
just
out, no
past the
problem.
dugout for the first out.
Oh,
Striding
a
in,
quick out.
Gary Sanchez.
Quick couple outs here would be fantastic.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And
Oh,
he just
man.
misses with a curveball.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too angry or surprised about it, but like Jay just can't find the zone very well today.
Hey, get on for us here.
Into the
I mean,
corner and
especially
slicing
compared to certain
foul.
other members of our ball club whose names are Chris Flexen.
No runs,
2 walks
4
in a
hits,
game
and no errors
is kind of a
the
lot
Yankees
for
so far.
Jason. I mean, it's not much for other.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left
Ooh,
field.
that's a line
Gone. He
drive
uses
shot
that
to
sheer
left
force
field,
to
and
his
it's
advantage.
gone.
Home run.
That one just snuck right on over the
Gary
fence.
Sanchez.
My goodness.
12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Yankees are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was
there's
a good
no
job by
quality
his
start for me
opponent to
today.
make him pay
That's
for
a
it.
1-run shot or a solo
Now here
home
comes
run.
the Mets skipper on his way
And
towards the
Jason
mound.
is off the bump
And he's going to make
after
a move,
5
as
and
that's
what,
going to be
a
all
third,
for his start to this
2/3.
afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Hansel Robles will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Well, all in all, they really worked Jason hard today, but I think he can be proud of his performance today. So we'll just hope that the Mets can hang on to this slim lead. So watching from the benches, we'll find out. Survey says nope.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, Jason fell short of a
He was
quality
locked
start
in at
today.
the
He only
plate up
pitched
there.
5
You could
1/3
really
innings
see
with
it in his
93
approach
pitches
and the
thrown.
swings he put on the ball.
But he only allowed 5 hits and 2 walks and got 7 strikeouts. Unfortunately, he did allow 1 solo home run by Gary Sanchez. but he left the game as the winner. He left the game winning the game, and unfortunately the Mets bullpen allowed 3 runs to come across. They tied it up at the top of the 9th, but then they dropped it in the bottom of the 10th, so the Mets lose 4-3 in extras. Jason remains at 6-5 on the season, and he remains at 15-25 on his career. His ERA has gone to 2.72, his FIP is at 2.24, and his XFIP is at 3.50. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at
You've been
the
watching a
ballpark.
presentation of MLB Network. So long, everyone.